You think we can get it done in 45 minutes?
Oh, we can get it done. Well, can we get it done in 45 minutes?
Let's see where it takes us.
Let's see where we go.
Let's see where it takes us.
What's up, everybody? Bad Gamer popping back in. How you doing? How's it going? How your mama? How your daddy? How them kids? How them wives? How them hubbies? How them partners? How them fur babies? How is it that while this may be a new week for you, for a new podcast, in the same day, I'm talking to another one of my amazing friends here in North Carolina as I'm visiting my parents. Y'all, it's my boy, Phil. Phil, do you have an online persona name that I should be talking? I mean, are we just going Phil?
We're just going Phil.
Phil, he's
That's what we're rolling with. Shout out to my candidate, the Movie Brothers, Mitch, Travis, Joe. If you've been on YouTube, you might have seen me on that because we starting to build that. But otherwise, yeah, it's just Phil, you know. And we keeps it real. We keeps it real with the reviews. I shoot straight from the wallet, so I'm gonna tell you if it's worth spending your money on or not.
Straight from the wallet.
Straight from the wallet. Yes, yes. Ain't no paid movie promotions here. If it's good, it's good. If it's bad, we gonna tell you keep your money. Keep your money. So, but yeah, it's just Phil. You know, me and Lim been friends for, oh Jesus, what's this, 25?
Yeah.
35 years.
35 years. So y'all know that I talk about my boy DK, Darth Kryptonite. And you know that I've known him for 20 years. Phil is OG. If you listened to the episode with SB Roz, you heard me mention Phil. You might have heard me mention Phil. And this is that guy. Now, if I didn't, it's because I had a conversation with SB Roz over breakfast and we talked about Phil. And that's what I'm remembering. So, all right, so take us back to we'll get to us in just a second. Who is Phil? You mentioned the candid movie reviews. All right, but other than that, who is Phil?
Oh, right now Phil is old.
You hear, Tom, if you're listening to this, Phil's older than I am.
Oh, I failed to mention that our brother Thomas said to tell you hello because I sent him the picture from last night. So he said just make sure I hollered at you for him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But let's see, who is Phil? Oh, I ain't had to answer that one before. I guess Phil is 51. Phil is let's see. I got my ancestry results back, so more mixed up than I thought.
We used to call Phil things we can't call him these days.
Yeah, I got all the yellow jokes, the school crossing signs. Ooh, look, it's Phil walking. Yeah, all that. Yeah. So I got that, and of course we had jokes for Lim, but we ain't gonna go into all that. That's a rabbit hole. We definitely would get in trouble going down.
We get canceled for that one.
So, but yeah, let's see. 51 years old, married for 22 years, been with my wife for 28. Got a set of twins.
The cutest dang kids, bro. I tell people this all the time. My boy got the cutest dang kids. And they call me Uncle Lem. And I just melt. They can have whatever they want.
Well, long as Uncle Lem is still on standby, because somebody start messing with baby girl, they're going to have to disappear. I'm just trying to tell you.
We know.
But anyway, and I have a 30-year-old stepson as well.
He's
Jordan.
30 now?
Yes, Jordan is 30. He'll be 31 in August. Yes.
Oh, shut
Yes.
up.
Yes. Let's see. About me.
What's your, I guess the question I should probably ask is, what's your geek? Everybody's geeky about something. What are you geeky about?
Oh, you know me. Music.
Yeah, but I know you, but they don't know you.
Yes, I'm a music head. That's my it's my comfort. I'll say that. There, because you know how you have tasks that you have to do, and you can do those tasks, or I can throw on some headphones and I can do those tasks well.
Okay,
So,
all right.
Yeah, that it's my comfort because no matter what you're going through, it seems like there's a song that will fit your mood, whether it's good, bad, sad, crazy, psychotic, whatever. There's practically a song for everything, including the parodies. You know, love the Weird Al stuff. A lot of you may not be familiar with his black counterpart, Bobby Jimmy. You know, he followed in Weird Al's footsteps, and look up the parody of MC Hammer's "Let's Get It Started" called "Somebody Farted." You'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it. But yeah, and I guess I owe that to my mom because growing up, I played with toys and stuff, but to really get me, mom be like, "Hey, let's go to the record store." Great, let's go. Let's go. She's like, "All right, find me that song by that boy right there." And I was like, which one, Mom? And she keep describing it. Oh, okay, that one.
Yeah.
I take her right over there to the 45s and find it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And we would go record shopping, then we come home, turn on the record player, and she start cooking dinner, and it went from there, and just followed me all throughout my life. Even after me and you hooked up, you knew I was famous for them slow jam mixtapes.
Bro. Phil
Just-
helped me make the mixtape that definitely solidified my wife and I's relationship. Dude, it was a tape, and then once we had the technology, we could put it to CD. She wore that thing out, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I ended up being able to at least get CD copies of most of the stuff that ended up on those tapes. But yeah. So and then, after I got the concert bug, it was over. So yeah, that's my thing. Me and wifey and friends, we hit several different concerts, and I mainly stay in the R&B, hip hop groove. I branch out to some gospel, some jazz, and then I have those experiences like with my friend Nancy that I call broadening my horizons.
Tell us about broadening your horizon.
So the first time I broadened my horizons with Nancy was who did we see? What's the group's name? Unwell. I Want to Push You Around.
Is that Matchbox something?
Matchbox 20. Yes.
Yeah, Matchbox
that's
20.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That was my first broadening of my horizons as far as concerts go, and it was a good concert.
Yeah.
And she's been to some things with me that she wouldn't normally go to, so we kind of back and forth with each other.
Okay.
The last thing we went to was we went and saw Heart, Joan Jett and the Black Hearts.
Oh my gosh.
And who was the middle act? It was 3 different acts. But yeah, we went and saw them, and we had a good time there too. A lot of drunk folks though, and a couple of them in the clouds.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's Friday. You got
Did you Have you ever branched out? Is there a genre that you're like, oh, I might not like this genre, but man, I like this song in this genre.
Well, see, I kid a lot because like there's a couple of country songs, but normally country
Yeah.
I ain't too sure about.
Right. Right.
But I could watch Shania Twain though.
Oh my God.
I could watch the concert now. I could do that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Have you paid attention to what Cowboy Carter is doing?
Okay, that's the one Beyonce album I have not listened to.
My friend Gabby, Cozy Valkyrie, swears by it.
Really?
Swear. We were just watching her. She swears by it.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Yeah, I haven't given it a whirl yet because I just didn't know what to expect, and especially coming off of what was the one before that, Renaissance, and it was like, okay, she went to the club for a second, and it's like some of it I can get with, some of it I can't. But now you want to throw a cowboy hat on and do some country and western?
what about what's the boy's name? Shabuzi.
I've seen Shabuzi, at least the one song,
Yeah.
and it was a neat idea because the original Tipsy.
Yeah.
It's been a while since it came out. It's probably been about 15 years. So if you're not a hip hop head, you'd have never known that's where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw one show where he actually had Jaquan on there with him towards the end of his performance, and I was
Yeah.
like, all right, that was decent. At least
See?
you paid respect.
Yeah.
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 So,
All right.
But and then of course, in our circle of friends, we've had our share of contemporary Christian shows as well.
Yeah.
So just all over the place.
For those of you who know the contemporary Christian artists that I talk about, like Toby Mac, Phil and I saw Toby Mac when he was with DC Talk when that group opened for Carmen.
Yeah.
Like that was back when they did not headline a show.
Go back to New Thing. Yeah, New Thing.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
before that, like we were there for that. We
Yeah.
were there when the Newsboys came and played our church.
Yes.
Like
yes.
they did not have we had the Newsboys before they had Duncan.
Uh-huh.
And we were at Atlanta Fest, and Duncan, the current drummer for the Newsboys, was the drummer for, do you remember?
No,
It was the one CD I told y'all I need to have back if we ever get it. And you need to go get your own CD before they start playing because it's going to be good.
Scary Cats.
Scary Cats.
Yes.
Like, and then some of y'all went to go get the CD and it was gone. I was like, I told you. You need to go get it before.
He did.
I saw Duncan maybe 3 years ago at Life Fest.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't do this. I don't ask you for an autograph. We're friends. That's what we do. But I got to get one. And I pulled out the Scary Cats album. He was like, you have one of these? It's like, yeah, man. We go way back. Atlanta Fest, early 90s. It's like, oh my gosh, I remember.
For those of us that know, it's no surprise that Lim had it. So, no surprise whatsoever. Oh, yes, Atlanta Fest. The Candy Bar Posse. Yes.
Candy Bar. Yes. All right, tell us about the Candy Bar Posse. This is why I wanted to have you on, because you have stories that I may remember a little bit about, but you have this crystal clarity, and this is in the series that we're calling, I don't even know, we don't have a name for it yet, but the making of a bad gamer or bad gamer origins or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Oh boy. Yeah, so our first year at Atlanta Fest, which was some of our friends in the group's second year, but our first year at Atlanta Fest, we were determined we were going to go down there and we didn't care what nobody thought. We were going to be the cool kids. And as soon as we got there, I forget who brainstormed it. It might have been you. But next thing you know, we started getting candy bar wrappers, and everybody had a name, and everybody wanted they wanted to be down. Can we get in? Can we get in the posse? What y'all doing? We going with y'all. We hanging with y'all. Can we get in? Can we get in? Y'all going to the after show tonight. We hanging with y'all. Yes. So, you were what? Special Dark?
I was Special Dark.
Yes. What was I?
Were you
milk chocolate?
Yeah,
milk chocolate. And then our boy Richard, he was the Nestle's Alpine White chocolate.
Yeah, Alpine White.
Yes.
Yep.
And it branched out from there. So we had Skittles, we had peanut M&Ms, we had plain M&Ms, we had Twix, we had all kinds.
The sisters were Twix. No, or Reese. Were they Reese's Pieces? One of the two. There were two
Reese's
sisters.
Pieces. There was Reese's Cups. We just had everybody trying to get in. So we kept coming up with candy bar wrappers. The Nestle Crunch.
People ended up getting the old airbrush T-shirts.
Yes, we had those till they tore up.
Yeah, till they tore up.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was a moment for us. We were the it kids. We were bigger than the tie-dye guys that were down there.
The tie guys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay.
So we went down there.
I totally forgot about the tie guys.
Yeah. We went down there and represented. We were big stuff down there.
See, a lot of the people that follow me on Twitch are I don't think they fully believe the stories I tell. And I have no reason to lie. I have zero reason to lie. So you guys, these are coming from people that know me from way back.
Oh yes. I mean, that's within the first school year that I went to school with Lim, you have to know Lim in all black, head to toe, hat, bandana included, black, with a black trench coat. In summertime. Here in North Carolina, in summertime. Now, this is not like out west where they're saying, oh, it's hot, but it's a dry heat. No, in North Carolina, it's humid. It is very humid. But yet, this man rocked that trench daily.
It was part of my rebellious, I don't want to be in this state phase.
It worked, but I'm glad you did it then.
Oh yeah. We could not do it now.
It now?
No, that's trouble.
You want to get in the back, hands behind your back.
Yeah,
sir. Hands behind your back.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this is Lim when I first met him. This is Lim back in 1990. So, and I met Lim through. Were y'all really cousins?
No, we were not cousins.
Okay.
Nobody knew. Nobody.
They said they were cousins at the time, but our boy George, he lived where I lived at, summertime hit, and that's when Lim moved down here with his family, and he ended up over at our apartment complex with George, and that's where I met Lim, and started hanging out a little bit, and we found out that we had a few things in common.
Yeah.
And started hanging out.
We had. You were one of my first introductions to Nintendo because I never had Nintendo. I was the Sega kid.
Right.
Yes, and you had Nintendo, and it was it Super Mario 3 with the roulette, not the roulette, but the jackpot deal thing, where you had to try to match everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was like one of my first Marios I ever played.
Okay.
Like I knew the arcade Super Mario Brothers, blah blah blah, but I never played the Nintendo. So you had all these Nintendo games. What Nintendo game stood out to you?
Oh, it's still got to be the original, the first Super Mario Brothers, because I remember getting the Nintendo and playing it, and me and my brothers, we would play it and try to see who could finish it. And I know on the last level, if y'all remember the game, there's a jump that Mario's got to make where it's like he's missing a block here, he's missing a block here, and then there's this big wide gap. So you have to get a running start and jump just at the right time to make that jump. Or so yeah, we spent hours trying to get that jump down, and we finally figured it out and finished the game. So I guess that's why that one is imprinted in there. So yeah, that's the one that sticks out.
Yeah,
that's the one that sticks out. And then of course, who didn't love the Contra games?
That was, you introduced me to Contra too. Yeah, as well. I had never played Contra until I met you.
It had never been so easy to point and shoot. Never. Get the upgrade. Next thing you know, you can be shooting over here and your enemy's back there. Just, it goes wherever you need to go. That's good simple gaming right there.
Yeah.
Good simple gaming. The stuff you got now.
What are you playing now? What's
Bruh, here's the sad part. Here's how old age has changed, Phil. Because, I'm not gonna say I kept up with the latest gaming system.
Yeah.
But I might maybe a step behind or so.
So PS4 versus PS5 or something like that.
Yeah, no, bruh. I still got my 3.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted the 4, didn't get the 4. I want the 5. My lovely wife and kids, they apparently have given me enough gift cards to Target to get it. And I have not gotten it yet.
Oh.
So, but of course, the last thing that I was playing, and of course, this is not for kids, but I love God of War.
Oh, yeah.
Kratos is my dude.
Oh, okay. So you haven't played the newest God of War yet?
No.
Not just Ragnarok, but like 2018 God of War.
Right.
Bro.
Yeah.
That one is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all, in comments, in chat, in whatever, when Phil gets his PS5, what are the top 3 games he needs to play? What are the top 3 games Phil needs to play? I'm gonna give you mine right now.
Okay.
Horizon Zero Dawn or or Forbidden West, whichever one, the Horizon series.
Okay.
You got to play it.
Okay.
One of the Spider-Man games.
Okay.
Spider-Man 2 is supposed to be really good. I haven't gotten far in it yet. But Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales, absolutely love those.
Okay.
And then you gotta play God of War. But there's so many more. So many more.
Yeah, but between adulting.
That's part of adulting. That's part of adult. Inner child care is important for adulting.
After you go put in them 8 hours, and the kids get home from school, and wifey gets home from work, and everybody's eating, and then it's how was your day, and what's going on, and stuff like that. And
okay.
Then next thing you know, you make the mistake of sitting on your bed.
Oh, you done messed up.
And then your head just ever so slightly starts going backwards. And then when it hits that pillow, it's just like, I ain't doing nothing else tonight. You know what I'm about to watch? This is a great show called The Back of My Eyelids. One of the best shows on TV right now, boy. Every night the show is good. Every night the show is good. I'm trying to tell you, the show is good. Yes, yes. I think I'm on season 51 right now. Yeah,
It's been going for a while now.
yeah. And they managed to keep it fresh. They managed to keep it fresh. Yes.
You ain't right. As you told me so many times, you done bumped your head. Oh my gosh. Okay.
So, but yeah, I'm gonna fit that in. I know. I think the last thing that I played on the PS3 was Lego Batman because that was kid friendly. I don't want the kids seeing anything they're not ready for yet. So
that's a responsible parent. Right?
Can't play God of War in front of them. No.
Well, the new God of War is different than the old God of War. Old God of War, definitely not in front of them. New God of War, for me, it's a father-son story, but also a buddy cop movie.
Okay. Okay.
It's a serious buddy cop movie, but it's definitely a father-son story. And so many dads that have played that game have said that playing through that game has helped them in relationship with their kids or with their son in particular.
Okay.
It's definitely a father-son game.
Okay. Yeah.
So I would highly suggest that maybe you start there.
Okay. Okay.
You will get wowed. I have played through that game twice. Once before they had photo mode in it, and once after they put photo mode in it.
Okay.
And absolutely amazing. That's the other thing about the new systems is the photo modes. Oh man, I've got thousands of photos. Fortnite alone, I've got over 10,000 photos. Fortnite alone. So I would definitely we got to get you a new system.
Well, if you really want to help me, I'm old school sometimes when it comes to some games. So like football, Madden is too complicated for me.
You need Tecmo Bowl.
That's it. You run back to your own end zone and just let it fly. You playing the Raiders, and Bo Jackson's your running back, just running over everybody.
Oh my goodness.
That was it for me right there. Like I said, simple gaming. Gaming. So yeah, it's some games. Yeah, I'd like to go back to the old school and get those.
Yeah.
The kids love their Switches.
Mm-hmm. What are the kids playing?
Well, you talked to Junior last night. He loves his Pokemon games.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, they like Animal Crossing.
Our friend Nana Kiwi will love that.
They like the Sonic games. They like Mario Kart. Haven't had a whole lot of experience with Zelda yet, so like okay, you're gonna have to have some time for that.
Yeah, that's an investment. That's a time investment.
Yeah, I ain't seen one Zelda game yet that hadn't took hours upon hours upon hours to even get close to finishing. So.
I mean, you can finish it immediately. It's nigh impossible, but you can do it. People have done it.
Well, I remember the first one that I played, and I can't tell you how many times I spent wandering around trying to figure out how to finish this doggone thing. And then somebody gave me a cheat book.
Mm-hmm.
Ta-da! I didn't even know I could go over there.
Right.
And then you need the cape to get through here. And then next thing you know, there's Ganon. Like, oh my goodness. It's the final fight. Finally. After all this time, I've been sitting up here wandering through the same areas, just looking for something to say, hey, I'm the next thing you're supposed to get. And been walking around it the whole time. Just the whole time. So, yeah, it's they ain't ready for that yet.
Yeah.
They might be getting ready for it, but they ain't ready
pretty
for
soon.
it yet.
Pretty soon.
So yeah, it's but yeah, I gotta upgrade. I gotta upgrade and get with the times, cause I have fallen behind.
Yeah, that's all right. But you're keeping up to date with your music.
Oh yeah, man. A couple months ago, what? No. It was August. My baby came to Charlotte.
Who's that?
Miss Jackson. And me and brother Richard, we went down.
For those that don't know, Miss Jackson, he's talking about Janet.
we went down and saw her, and I was the closest I ever been. I think I was like maybe 12 rows back.
He has had the biggest crush on Janet Jackson since I've known him.
She's still looking good.
Oh, you ain't right.
And I got footage. I got video footage. Yes, that's why wifey can't go. But she knew this before we got married.
Yeah.
That
She's aware.
If I ever got close enough, I'm not gonna be shouting "I love you, Janet." I got 4 words. Take me with you. That's it. Take me with you. Wifey knows whatever money I get, I will send home. And
That's Philip@gmail.com, ladies. Philip, all your messages, Philip@gmail.com. Some poor guy is going to get all these comments. What happened? Why am I getting all these things? I'm kidding. It is not Philip@gmail.com. I honestly don't know his email. I have his phone number, which is... No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm not doing that.
976.
Call me now.
But yeah, that was some show, boy. She did her thing. She did her thing. I just if I ever got pulled up on stage, it's over. Just well, see, you know how everybody got a top 5. You know how everybody got a top 5.
Oh, we got this.
And yeah, she at the top of my list. So she's at the top of my list. So yeah. But I'm getting ready to go see number 3 Saturday.
Who's this?
This would be Miss Shantae Moore.
Okay.
See, it ain't just that you look good, but if you can sing, and I mean really sing, boy, you got me. And it just so happens I'm gonna be on the front row. Now, if any of y'all familiar with Shantae Moore's music, you know she had a song called "Shantae's Got a Man" at home. That's how her verse goes. But little does Shantae know, Shantae got a man in Greensboro. She about to find out. Yes, I'm ready.
This is my boy Phil, y'all.
I'm ready. So,
all right. So, question. Another question for you. We go way back.
We do.
We go way back.
Yes, we do.
And we got to spend some time this week. We talk, but we got to spend some quality time this week.
Yeah.
What's one thing that has not changed for us, or for me, or for you, or for between it, whatever? What's one thing that you're like, this is exactly the same?
Interesting question. I guess I'd have to say it's like a never-ending story.
Uh-oh. Falcor!
Because even though we live far apart now, it's like when we talk and we visit, we just pick up where we left off.
Yeah.
And that part's never changed. So that would have to be my answer.
Yeah.
Because they say you go through life and the amount of real friends you have is going to be very small. So, and you know me, I keep in contact with my friends.
Yeah.
Acquaintances, that's a different story.
Right.
But my friends, you know, I keep in contact with them. So even though you were whisked away to Cheese Land, you see, you still didn't get far enough away to get rid of us. So, and of course, you know, when you come home, that see for y'all that don't know, if y'all interacted with Lim up in Wisconsin, you know, I'm sure he's made friends up there, but
and online, I got some really good friends online too.
But if he's coming home, all I have to do is put a group message together and say that he's landing on such and such a day, and people start moving their schedules around. So if that tells you anything, you know, about Lim and the type of friend that he is, yeah, people, they, no matter how much time has passed, they still will move things to make sure that they get to see him and spend a little time with him and catch up with him, you know. So, you got a special person on your hands. You got a special person on your hands.
I appreciate my family here in North Carolina because y'all made it easier to move from, like at that time, my whole life was in New York. And I may have spent a quarter of the time or a third of the time, no, a quarter of the time that I did in New York here. But when I think about, you know, where did I grow up? I grew up here. You know, I became who I am here.
You grew up in there.
You put it to the back room, y'all. We had so many hangouts. This was the hangout house. Everybody just came and hung out in the back room, and we just chilled, and
which is wild
told
because
stories.
If y'all know anything about Lim's parents, and this is not Lim's parents now, but back then, you know, his dad has always been cool, but Mother Phil, y'all, who
She was a bit strict
she was quite a bit strict
and prim and proper, and
yes, and you came over here correct, and you didn't step out of line or anything like that. You made sure you came in and you were polite, you spoke and everything and whatnot. So it was amazing that in the midst of that, we still had the gatherings that we had. So yeah, it a lot of fun in that room. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
If the walls could talk, we'd have to run. But anyway.
Oh man! All right.
Remember how we used to go in there and do videos of us lip syncing the
lip
songs
sync
and stuff?
videos?
Yeah,
we had lip sync. I think I have those. I think I transferred some of those to DVD. So I have to look. If I transferred it to DVD, I could still make them digital, and maybe that could be a Patreon thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Just make sure you edit. Just make sure you edit. That's all I'm gonna say. Make sure you edit.
Oh my goodness.
So, I just it's yeah, the times we had it's something else. It's something else. We've been through a lot together. I mean, you know, the ending of high school, you know, when we went to Wisconsin together, and you know, got to watch you propose, got to go up there for the wedding. It just, you know, just like I said, the distance has had no effect on our friendship.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's and we are both part of each other's dad squad. So if you mess with our daughters, beware.
My son-in-law dodged the bullet. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. A good thing too.
All I got to say is, yeah, you in Alaska, yeah. Yeah.
He's a good kid. Oh man, I mean, sorry, good young man. He's not a kid. He's a kid.
Kid to us.
Yeah.
Kid to us.
Oh man. All right, Phil. One more time. Where can people find you online? They wanna see Phil in his element doing movie reviews. Where can they find him?
Oh, you can find me on the movie reviews on YouTube. So if you go on YouTube and put "Candid at the Movies" in the search bar, you will see a whole ton of reviews. We try to stay as current as we can, and we don't just phone it in. We actually go to the movies and watch it all the way through, so we can give you a tried and true, honest review. Again, I shoot from the wallet. I know how valuable the money is, so trust me. If it sucks, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you in a heartbeat. Don't waste your money. Don't even wait for it to come to streaming. In some cases, just don't do it. Don't do it. But if it's good, then yeah, take you a couple hours. Go get you some popcorn. You got a special somebody, take them with you, and go chill out and watch a good flick every once in a while. You know, it do you some good to get out the house.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, we have a ton of reviews on YouTube, and like I say, we try to stay current. I think the next thing we're probably looking at is the Mission Impossible movie. So
that's coming up soon for you, right?
Previews. They got a couple showings on Thursday, but we'll probably go in and see it Friday.
All right.
And then Travis will get it edited and probably have the review up by Sunday or so, something like that. He's usually pretty quick with the editing.
Editing. People edit. All right.
He has to, because I don't know if you checked out the Thunderbolts spoiler review that we did.
I know, because I want to see Thunderbolts. I'm not going to watch the spoiler.
Well, when you do, you'll understand how we can get down some rabbit holes.
Oh, boy.
And Mitch took us down this rabbit hole that I had to apologize to wifey for that rabbit hole, because he went somewhere that
he probably shouldn't have.
That Travis had to edit out.
All right.
We'll say that. We'll say that. So,
all right.
But yeah, that's where you can find me. And this is the quirk, because you know, me and Lim been best friends for this long, and he's got all this social media presence. You can find him on probably just about any platform,
everywhere,
right?
Yeah, just about everywhere.
I am the opposite. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Instagram. I do have a Snapchat.
You want to snap, Phil? You let us know.
I have a Snapchat. It was necessitated through another close friend who needed to have communications disappear in their situation. But so yes, that's about the only.
We like taking care of that friend.
Yes. So that's about the only social media you'll find me on. If you do find a Facebook page, it's because this boy right here conspired with my wife to create a page, and they won't give me the email and password to shut it down. So there is a page,
Nothing happens.
But if you find it, you will see it has years of inactivity. So, and that's the other thing about me is I prefer in-person interactions. I'm old school. I prefer in-person interactions, because you can do a lot behind a computer screen. You can fake the funk behind the phone, but it's hard to do in person.
Yeah, absolutely. It is.
Hard to do in person. So that's my preference. Can't happen all the time, but that's my preference. So yeah, I make it a point for the friends that I have here, periodically to personally get together and check in on them, just to make sure they're good.
Yeah.
So,
speaking of which, we're about to head out to see one of our friends pretty soon here.
Yeah, we're about to go pay old Pastor Alpine White a visit.
Oh my gosh! Look.
Yes.
Phil, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for indulging this weird conversation. Well, I mean, it's a standard conversation for us, but
you guys just don't know. This is just the tip of the iceberg. There's 90% that we ain't saying. Now, just be warned. If in the future you happen to see Mr. Bad Gamer over here with a screenplay.
You brought up the screenplay.
Just know that names have been changed to protect the innocent as well as the guilty.
You brought up the screenplay.
So, yeah, just and we could do it, y'all. We could make a film that y'all would love seeing. We could do it.
Oh man! All right. Thanks, Phil, for hanging out. Thanks for being here. And as they say, what were we talking about?